Okay, these are all dresses and skirts and various coats and things and accessories and novelty style gifts that I'll have in my boutique, Scream Queens Free Boutique 2020. That'll be the name of the shop portion of the business. And it'll also be a live music venue for punk bands, goth bands, alternative, metal, any type of rock bands of any kind, whatever genre. And I'm opening the first one this year in 2019, probably within the next few months, depending on how fast I actually save from my regular income to actually afford the rent money to open it. I have most, if not all, of the inventory now to really fill the entire first shop with fashion and everything. Probably I have enough to to open the second shop that I want to open, and depending on how soon I can afford rent, I'll just keep saving up money I make this year to open the second one, maybe, hopefully, by the end of the year. And that's why I have the GoFundMe started now on social media to basically have whatever support I can to actually have the first month's rent or so, however much needed to maintain the shops as they open. And depending on how much we actually raise funding on this, the better we can finance for more shops. I mean, the idea with all of this is to have a free boutique. It'll be totally one of a kind as far as a membership-based shop where membership is free as an option. There'll be a paying membership option as well for those who want to support the shop and help us receive enough revenue each month to actually pay rent from the shop itself, so we don't have to rely on our other day jobs or anything, if that's possible. So that would be the reason why we have any paid membership at all. But the main goal is to have it as a free membership-based shop for anyone who just wants to be a member and get free dresses, free stuff, any kind of free gifts, free fashion of any kind. And the way that people will be able to get free things is through points accumulation in the store. So once you're a member, your membership basically just adds points based on your purchases that you make, and it can be purchases of any kind, whatever size purchase. So you never have to spend a lot of money all at once, really. So if there's something really expensive that you love and you have to have it, it's just a matter of saving up points. And the more frequent you are to the shop, the better for, in other words, the more frequent that you are, say, just as an example, let's say that you come to the shop at least once a week as a regular member, your various factors like your frequency to the shop will increase your points faster just on showing up to the shop and supporting it all. So if you become so frequent that the first month of supporting the shop for any reason, any amount that you spend each week at that shop, you will you'll basically have bonus points from like coming to the shop, supporting it, like on any financial level. So that'll be one factor besides just the factor of spending any money. So all of that adds up everything over time. So that's the idea with Scream Queen's free boutiques. And the first one will be open, most likely it'll be open when summer arrives. I would assume I'll be ready by then, once I have enough money saved up. Right now I'm saving everything that I earn. Like right now, this video, I'm talking this video at the end of March 2019, so my goal is to save everything, well, almost everything that I earn between now and like the beginning of summer. So a few months of saving almost everything, I'll probably have enough money to actually open the shop. It doesn't mean I'll have, enough to be totally sure that I'll afford several months rent or anything like that. I mean, I don't know. I mean, as soon as the shop is open, I'll have to keep another job, I'm sure. So I mean, that's what I assume I'll have to do. But with the GoFundMe, the more that people support it on GoFundMe, but like as it's first opening, the easier it is to actually maintain any kind of, whatever, the rent ultimately is each month, because we're still looking for the shop. We're not sure yet. I have 1 or 2 places in mind in Dayton, Ohio right now where I live to have the first shop. That would be my guess, is that I'll probably open it here, and then the second shop will be in Cincinnati, most likely. And those will be the first 2 shops. Hopefully both of them will be open this year. I'm going to really focus on saving money and really investing in, I mean, the main thing that I'll be spending money on besides the shops themselves is to get more inventory. Because right now, I mean, I have hundreds of dresses and lots of skirts right now, and lots of accessories that are, I mean, they exceed in the hundreds with accessories. But that'll be all really good to start up both of the first 2 shops. So I don't know, but ultimately, depending on how well it does, of course, the first thing in mind is to make sure our inventory is all maintained while we're receiving support, so that we don't run out of stuff all at once. But anyway, I'm rambling a little bit right now talking about it, but this is something I've been working on since summer of 2017. It's been almost 2 years now of starving myself to actually afford this. I've invested, I'd say, around $10,000. I don't know the exact amount that I've invested, but I know I spent everything that I made last year, and I only make $5,200 a year working for my parents, who really don't have a genuine concept of minimum wage and refuse to pay me better than that. So I spent everything that I made last year, and then probably at least half of what I made in 2017, just on everything that I'm showing this video and so forth, and I made all these mannequins from scratch, like just, I found mannequin heads, and I took various kinds of duct tape or duct tape type of adhesive, and I ordered bed pillows of different, different bed pillows, the standard kind, and just use those as the bodies for each mannequin. And let's see, I use tripod legs, although I'm trying to find a better way to display the mannequins than just using tripod legs right now. I'm trying to find the most affordable way to stand them up. And, these black angel wings, of course, I have lots of these that I put on each of the mannequins, and I basically do a shock rock style, kind of a freaky devil angel style, glam girl style mannequin, or a glam mannequin. And it's like all very shock rock, Halloweenish, kind of a Halloween style. And I think that really goes well with like a boutique that doubles as a live music venue. And that's the idea of Scream Queens. It's like, so anybody who, you know, at whatever their income level is, if they want nice fashion and things, and you know, cool things like these furry bones, these are called furry bones, these stuffed animals, like things like that, and these Rocky Horror style velvet lips, like they're cushions for couches. Anything like this stuff, I mean, whatever price range like that you're working at, like you spend money on the, you know, the less, you know, pricey stuff that you like, and you just add up your points. And if you want something really awesome, and if you're frequent enough, that adds bonus points as well. So all that stuff. I love these skirts. I'm getting more of these as I afford it, you know. I have a few of these, and these are awesome. They remind me kind of a, they're kind of like a Sailor Moon style, but like specifically during the all the sequences in Sailor Moon when she goes into superhero mode, and her like whole outfit becomes very rainbowy colors. Like it reminds me of that. And it's like, so I'm getting a lot of these, like eventually I'm getting a lot more of those. I have a few of them now, and I really want to invest in a bunch of those, because those are like I'm not sure if they're on camera, it's very noticeable, but they have such a cool style, like rainbow effect, and I love that. So I mean, just all these various styles, and you know, I'm trying to pioneer the rainbow goth thing, which is, you know, gothic accessories like Marilyn Manson, and combining it with a David Bowie rainbow flamboyance that goes with it. So that's one thing that I'm pioneering, but I'm trying to pioneer a lot of different ideas as well. The more I find dresses to invest in, the more ideas I get for things. So like the more ideas for fashion, I think that's one thing that Scream Queens should really be about, is really having a pioneering mentality about new fashion styles. So you can come see your, you know, favorite punk band, and come get a free dress from your, you know, support of the shop, and you can rock out in your new dress. If it's, you know, if it was too expensive somewhere else, or, you know, and all sorts of modified dresses that I plan on having. Lots of interesting inspirations that are very punk, but also very high fashion, paradoxical ideas. You know, like I want people to feel like it's Halloweenish, and yet it's like Alice in Wonderland or something. It's when they enter the shop, you know, it's whimsical, and it's unique, and it's trans-inclusive, and I think that's a big emphasis on it for me. It's like being a trans person and being, you know, trying to pioneer very unique styles that people just don't normally hear of or see. It's like, it's kind of like a boutique that would double as a Halloween store, you know, that type of thing. And you just come around to it and support it, like, you know, it'd be like kind of like an indie level Hard Rock Cafe or something, where you come and support the shop and support music, local music usually, I think, would be the idea. It's like I want to support local communities' music, especially in Ohio, but as we expand, I would love to support local music everywhere. And, you know, just the more well we do, the more I can invest in having all sorts of things for next to nothing, hopefully. It's like the more well we do, the more we can make fashion something everyone can afford, and I love that idea. So that's the goal of Scream Queens Free Boutiques in 2019 and onward, and 2020 and so forth.